Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. This is BK here, and we're about to start our 30-minute gentle flow. Grab your yoga mat if you want. Situate yourself outside. It is a beautiful, warm, sunny day, and we are going to get started. So take a moment to sit on top of your feet. If you're on hard floor and this hurts you, you can also sit crisscross. Just take a moment to sit up tall. Hi, I hope all of you are doing extremely well, staying happy, healthy, and safe during this strange time. It's so nice to connect with you through Facebook Live. This is the first live video I've done for Four Corners, and I miss all of you guys at the studio. I miss my gentle crew. I'm super excited to be doing this. So like I said, only 30 minutes, so it won't be structured exactly like your typical class, but we're gonna stretch it out with an emphasis on our spine and our hips. As you can see, I have a walkway, like a canal going behind me, so if you randomly see some people or some animals just run around me, ignore it. All right. Set your palms facing up on your thighs. Roll the shoulders down and back and really lengthen through your spine, up out of your neck. Close your eyes if you feel safe and comfortable. And start to take deep breaths in and out. Maybe releasing out the mouth, cleansing any stale energy that's built up in the body. 3 Sorry about that. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and release. Exhale. Good. Take a moment here to find a child's pose. Maybe you turn to the side, separating your knees a little bit wider than your hips, big toes together. Mindfully walk your hands away from the hips, lengthening, 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 bringing the forehead all the way down. Flatten your sit bones, press your armpits towards the floor, rest your head. Deep breaths here. Take this time to place your intention into your mat. Let us set our intention on grounding down, keeping our feet on the floor, returning to what is comfortable, safe, and calming for us, finding peace amongst chaos, or the calm in a storm. Start to slowly lift your head up for me and meet in tabletop on all fours, hands and knees. Knees are hip distance, hands are shoulder distance. Let's flow through some traditional cat-cow movements. Now, before we do so, lengthen through your spine, engage through your core, and lengthen through the back of your neck. On your next inhale, let the belly start to drop, but keep it tight. Tailbone lifts, collarbone spread. Look all the way up through your eyebrows, looking, long neck. Exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, lift the back of the heart, press the floor away. Repeat, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale. Exhale. That's 3 rounds. We're going to do 7 more. Keep going. Inhale. Link your breath with your movement. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Flow through 5 more. Find your own rhythm. It might be a little bit faster or a little bit slower than mine. And And feel free to flow through some creative movements if it feels good to wiggle and slither. Or maybe it feels good to shift forward and back. Let's finish one more breath cycle. Inhaling, open heart, lifting your gaze to look up. And exhaling, round the spine, looking back between the thighs. Good. Let's tuck our toes underneath. Lift your booty up. Find your measurement for downward facing dog. Lean forward into plank. You may need to walk your hands forward or your feet back. Lean your shoulders slightly over your wrists. And then lift your tail from here. You can adjust your feet if you need to. Reach the armpits back towards your thighs. Reach your tailbone up high. Bend your knees for a second. Straighten your back as much as you can. And then work towards re-straightening and getting those heels down. Good. Pedal through these feet here. Now walk your feet maybe 4 inches forward. Spread your fingers, press down through your left hand. Take your right hand towards your outer right ankle. If you're able to grab, your outer left ankle. If you're able to grab, you might be able to spiral and look up under the arm. And then let's try that on the other side. Right hand grounds down, transfer weight into the palm. Left hand lightens, reaching for right ankle. Inhale, maybe looking up under the armpit, twisting in the spine. Exhale, come back into downward facing dog. As you inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look at your hands, take 2 large steps or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, tailbone reaching, low back flat. Exhale, down, forward fold. Inhale, roll up like a rag doll. Take the arms up to salute. And exhale, palms down through heart center, hands out to the sides. So we're going to go through some half sun styles. And I want our focus to really be on our spinal engagement. So we're going to do it a little bit differently. Normally we arch it down, right, with a nice engaged back. But instead, we're going to imagine that our head is kind of like a bowling ball. And so when I come from this standing salute position, so do it with me. Inhale, arms reach up. Now as you come down, curl your chin to your chest. And I want you to imagine like you're rolling down. Glide your hands down the back of your legs. Inhale, slide your hands up the shins, lift halfway. Exhale, down, forward fold. Inhale, roll up like a rag doll, arms reach up. Repeat, exhale, chin to chest, rolling down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up, saluting the arms overhead. One more time. Exhale, rolling the chin down. Forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, long spine, flat back. Hold here for a moment. I want you to feel where your hamstring muscle attaches to your glute. Now, tilt that pelvis forward. Don't let your low back round. Stick the booty back, create a shelf. Bend your knees a little bit if you need to. Now start to look forward and feel the difference. Start to shift the weight into the toes. Feel the difference. Breathe. Shoulders plugged down and into the spine towards one another. The back is engaged. One more deep breath in. Exhale, coming back down. Now we're going to go the other way. So now playing with arched movements. Inhale, lead with the forehead. Sweep the arms up and overhead. Now as you exhale, same thing. Soften the knees, stick the booty back, engage your upper back, melt all the way Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down, forward fold. Inhale, leading with the forehead, arching up. Exhale, swan dive, arching down, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, arching up. Last one, exhale, arching down. Inhale, lift halfway, listen carefully. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot really far back and very gently lower down the right kneecap. Balance on your back shin, push into the back foot. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, melt the hips forward as you pull down through your elbows. Now, just because the hips are melting and reaching forward doesn't mean that we can't lift up through our girdle, lift up through our waist and our low back. Draw your elbows and palms behind you. Open the front of your body, open your heart, activate your back. Let's take one more deep breath in here. Find a nice trace of a circle down, forward to frame the foot. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Step back into plank. Now as you inhale, look forward and lean forward. Drop the knees if you need to. Elbows squeeze in. Let's come all the way down. Inhale, low cobra. Keep the neck really long. Elbows reach towards each other. Exhale, option to roll through the knees. Come to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg floats up. Three-legged dog. Level the hips, push the floor away. As you exhale, press your right thigh into your belly, step the right foot forward, and gently lower the left kneecap down. Balance, inhale, arms come up, low lunge. Exhale, melt the hips to press forward towards the front heel. Notice this shin is parallel. If you're noticing that this is happening, you need to scoot that front foot further forward, yeah? So once again, cactus arms, elbows are reaching back, elbows and palms, but we're still lifting up out of that waist so that we aren't crunching in the low back, but pressing into the top of that back foot, pushing this hip forward. Don't mind my dog, she's a little sassy. Riley. On your next exhale, bring these hands down to frame your foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Step to forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, down and fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, big extension. Exhale, palms through heart center, hands down to the side. Good job. Let's change scenery just for change of pace. Let me just double check that the camera is working. Cool, I got 4 of you guys with me. Yay, thank you for joining. Okay, so turn the other way just to change your scenery. And we're gonna do the same thing, but instead our action leg is gonna be our left leg this time. So the left leg will step back first and forward from down dog. If you wanna challenge your balance, bring your big toes together, heels apart. Proud mountain pose, standing tall. Now inhale, salute the sun. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. The left foot steps really far back and gently lower down the knee. Inhale, coming up, lifting up out of your waist. As you exhale, press into the hips, glide the elbows down. We're gonna connect a little faster this time. Step back into plank. Inhale, look forward, lean forward. Option to drop the knees if you need to. Let's lower all the way down. Inhale, low cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg floats up. Exhale, press your left thigh into your belly. Step your left foot forward between the hands. Gently lower the right knee down. Press the hips forward. Inhale, take flight. Lift up out of your waist. Exhale, glide the elbows down and back. Plant the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Big step to forward fold. Inhale, lift up long spine. Exhale, drop the head and hands all the way down. Inhale, big reverse swan dive, up, 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 big reach. And then exhale, press the palms down into the heart center and lower to the side. All right, so let's come into a downward facing dog from the back of our mat. So stand at the back of your mat. I'm gonna turn this way actually. Spread your toes. We're gonna do a little bit of an inchworm crawling out. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift halfway, long spine. Now as you exhale, plant your hands and crawl forward. Find your plank. Lean your weight over your wrist, drop the booty, and then lift the booty, down dog. We're going to be stepping into lizard pose. So if you're familiar with that, you know where we're going. If this is new for you, the foot's gonna step to the outside of the right hand. So inhale, lift that right leg up, three-legged dog. Take a hamstring stretch here. Let that bottom leg get stretched. Let the hips open. Now as you exhale, press your right knee towards your right tricep. Lean your shoulders over your wrists and step that right foot to the outside of the hand. Lower the knee. You may want to scoot your back knee further back if you have that ability. And then this is our gentle version of lizard. So before we try to lower down with forearms, try to press your hips forward and lift your heart and see what that feels like. Also think of hugging this right leg in towards your midline and see what that feels like. Good. Now bring your left hand to the left edge of the mat so that your right foot's on the outer edge, your left hand is on the outer edge. Lean your body weight over the left hand and let your right leg turn out more. Let the insole lift so you get a little bit of a deeper external rotation here. If you feel safe in your hip and have no past injuries aggravating you, you can start to push that knee away a little bit. Just getting into those hips. Meanwhile, trying to keep this guy melting closer and closer to the floor. You can also lift up the back knee if you want to go deeper, depending on who's watching. Okay, let's lower the back knee down. Let's bring the right foot back in. I want you to hug the midline now. Hug the thigh in towards the body and see if you can drop it down to forearms. And you're trying to press those hips forward and down. You can tuck your back toes under for the full expression of our lizard. We're gonna take 2 more full breaths here. Deep breaths in through your nose, out through your nose, or if you're feeling overheated, out through the mouth. Good. Now, press your palms into the floor, lengthen your arms. Your back knee, if it's not lifted, let's lift it up. Now, we're going to bring our right hand onto our knee, if you can see this here. And this is kind of a funky transition, so watch carefully. I'm going to scoop my left knee across my midline and under my right leg like a little squat, and I'm going to allow this to transition me into a seated twist. Okay, so from this seated twist, I want my right big toe reaching and grounding down into the floor, and my left leg can just be out to the side. This butt cheek is going to want to lift. I need you to really ground it down. Take a second to adjust if you need to. Okay, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Now as you exhale, engage from your core first, and then let your left arm cross over the thigh. Let your right hand reach directly behind your spine as a second line of support. If you want to be fancy, we can do a little Yani Mudra here. Drive the shoulder blades down. Inhale, lift up, tall spine. Now as you exhale, start to turn your chin. Look back at it. Look back towards the phone or the camera or the tablet, or if you're facing away from me, that's fine. Nothing fancy about this particular spinal twist, just the traditional variation. Let's take one more full inhale, sitting up taller through the spine. Exhale, start to release your twist. Inhale, arms come up. We're going to reverse our way out. Exhale, hands to the left, coming back to the top of your mat. Start to unwind like a corkscrew. Kick your left foot back. Step into plank. Inhale, lean forward, look forward. Option to drop the knees, lower half or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. We're going to do this on the other side now. So inhale, left leg floats up, three-legged dog. Stretch that hamstring, open the hips. Exhale, left knee taps towards the left tricep. And I step that left foot to the outer edge of the palm. Lower the back knee down. You may want to wiggle. Riley, hey, no more. Find your lizard pose. Once again, let's start by squeezing this left leg in towards our midline and practice dropping your hips and lifting your heart like you're making a ramp out of your back, like you're trying to be this steady incline upward. Good. And then now let's experience the deeper turnout. So right hand goes to the outer edge, so we're really spread with our stance up front. Lean your weight over the wrist, press the left thigh away, open up that hip, that external rotator. Riley, you naughty girl. You gonna make an appearance? You guys wanna see my dog? Hi, Riley. Oh, hi, baby. Oh, hello. A yoga dog. Just a yoga dog. Okay, go away. Good. Let's start to flatten that left foot, draw it back in towards the midline. Lower your forearms down if you can. If you can't, that's okay too. Tuck the toes, lift the back knee if you want to go deeper, and squeeze that left leg in towards the midline. Reach the right hip down. Let's just hold here for a few breaths. You can rock forward and backwards if you feel really tight. Let's see what time we're working with. All right. Let's take one more full breath here. All right, let's start to straighten the arms, push the floor away. Take your left hand on top of your left knee. You're gonna kind of push through the back foot. The right foot steps under the left leg, and you bring your right outer hip to the floor, and then let that left sit bone settle down. Bring your left big toe this time to ground down. Adjust if you need to. Once again, this hip might want to lift if you're really tight. Try to ground it down. If you can't get this big toe on the floor, it's not the end of the world. It's really okay. All right, inhale, arms come up. Engage from your core, twist from your core first. Right hand crosses body, optional Yani Mudra. Left hand behind spine. Inhale, sit up tall, drive the shoulders down, lengthen through your neck. Exhale, turn the chin, look behind you. We'll take about 4 more breaths here. Last one, inhale really tall. Exhale, release your twist, face front. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, this time coming over to the right, plant the hands, unwind your corkscrew, step your right foot back, followed by your left into plank. Vinyasa, inhale, look forward, lean forward. Exhale, lower half or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, let's come to downward facing dog. Now start to walk your feet towards your hands. See if as you drop your booty, you can lift your heels. So a little challenge here. Lift your heels up off the ground. Drop drop the hips, lift the heart, toe stand. Now you can bring your hands behind you and help yourself onto your back the good old traditional way, or if you want to be a little playful, little roly-poly, then drop the heels and make your way maybe passing through a boat and lowering all the way down. We're really close to the end here. We're going to finish up with some nice spinal twists. So let's take our hips up and over to the right, about 3 to 4 inches, lift them and lower them. Then you can lengthen your left leg down into the middle of the mat, lift your right knee to your chest, spinal twist. You can lift up these ribs and scoot them closer to that left wall. Maybe your left hand finds the outer thigh. You have the option to turn your gaze towards your right hand. And breathe. Another fun variation that's a little bit different is if you want to try to bend the bottom leg and reach for it with your free hand. In yin, this is called cattail. Let's take one more breath. Good. Let's start to unwind out of this twist. Tuck your knees in. Now lift up your tail, rock forward and backwards a couple times. See if you can use this to kind of find the center of your mat. Realigning your spine, come down. Use a bridge pose to help you lift your hips up and over to the left, about 4 inches. Lengthen your right leg down, lift your left knee up, and then twist cross body. Maybe your right hand supports the outer left thigh. You can lift up your ribs and scoot them further to the right as you look towards your left palm. Spinal twist. Once again, if you want to try that cattail, you can reach your free hand down towards the bottom foot and take a bind. Just breathe as you open your spine, big deep twist here. Take 3 more breaths. Good. Start to release. Once again, tuck your knees back into your chest, rock forward and backwards. Resetting your spine. We're gonna finish off with my all-time fave, happy baby, because everyone could use the sensation of a happy baby. Take your feet up, hands between the thighs. I like to grip the outer edges of my feet, but you can grip the inner or the heels or the big toes, whatever you want. Separate those feet, and then the purpose of happy baby is to inspire the knees down and tailbone down. So if you notice you're really lifted and rounded, that's okay, but do the best you can to flatten it out, to open the front of the body as much as you can. Really reaching those knees down, spreading your collarbones, opening your heart. Let's just take 5 breaths here. You can work through moving in your legs if that feels good. Last one, really big full breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay. Let's rock ourselves up to sitting. In our 30-minute flow, we don't have time for a Shavasana today, but I highly encourage you for this to be the sign that the universe is giving you to have a small meditation practice on your own today, to just set a timer for 5 minutes once this video is over, and to count your breaths if you don't know what else to do. Or another thing can be to simply just breathe and talk to yourself very calmly and peacefully, just like a yoga instructor would to you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate those of you that have watched the video. This was a super gentle, super accessible, all level 30-minute flow. 30 minutes is definitely different than what we're used to in studio, but I hope that you are still able to benefit from this sequence. Please comment below if you have any questions. If you end up watching this on repeat, comment repeat. And I'd love to know your favorite thing or any recommendations or requests that you guys might have. I know myself and Four Corners really appreciates you staying connected with us during these strange times. I wish you all the best, sending love and light. Stay happy, stay healthy. Namaste. All right, let's see what's going on, y'all.